The pre-sale for the Tangem Ring is almost here, and I know you have a lot of questions like how does it work, is it secure, and does it work with the current Tangem cards? So I'm going to answer all that, plus everything else you should know before you buy the Tangem Ring, and give you a live demo of this prototype. First off, let's address one of the biggest questions: how much will the Tangem Ring cost? So I don't know the exact price because Tangem hasn't told me yet, but I did look up other rings that are made out of the same material, and they range anywhere from $40 to $150. So it's safe to assume that the ring will range on the higher end of the price spectrum, somewhere between $150 to $200, which isn't terrible considering this isn't just a ring, it's also a cold storage wallet. Plus, you get more than just the ring when you buy it. So what all does it come with? Well, according to Tangem, you'll get the one Tangem Ring along with 2 backup cards, at least for the first batch, which is limited to only 10,000 rings. So you can't order the ring alone. You have to get the ring and 2 backup cards. That's the only way that they're going to sell it. And just like the current Tangem wallet, you'll need at least 1 backup card to set up the ring. So that's why it comes with 2 cards. So you'll basically have 1 ring, 2 cards, and that equals 1 wallet. That said, when the pre-order goes live, you can use my discount code CyberSkrilla to get 10% off your entire order and save a good chunk of money. So make sure you write that down, hang it on your fridge, put it in the Notes app on your phone, whatever you have to do so you don't forget it. Next, let's talk about the design, because that's one of the most important aspects when talking about really any wearable, but especially a wearable cold wallet. So the Tangem Ring is made out of a material that's commonly used in the dental industry, and more specifically in crowns and implants, and that material is called composite zirconia ceramic, and it's really meant to last a lifetime. It's a super hard material, so it's scratch resistant and really just super durable overall. Just like the Tangem cards, it's resistant to extreme temperatures, it's waterproof, it's unaffected by EMPs, electrostatic discharges, and x-ray machines if you're going through the airport, for example. And it doesn't have a battery or really any other hardware that you have to worry about failing. So I would argue that the ring is even more durable than the Tangem cards. So that means you can do all your day-to-day activities while wearing this ring, whether you're stocking the shelves, working on your garden, going on a run, chilling in the hot tub, whatever it is, you don't have to worry about damaging the ring just because you're living your life. But the material isn't just durable, it's also skin friendly if you're allergic to certain metals like me. For example, when I put on cheap necklaces, I actually break out in a rash on my neck. So I try to avoid anything that contains nickel, I think it is. You don't have to worry about that with the Tangem Ring. It is hypoallergenic, and it's actually super lightweight, so I forget that I'm even wearing this thing. So this first batch of rings will only be available in one color. It's going to be this kind of darker metallic color, but Tangem has mentioned that in the future they'll likely offer more colors and different sizes. But again, for this first batch, the sizes will range from 9 to 13 US ring sizes. But in the future, we can expect some more colors and hopefully more sizes. The webpage for the ring should be up and running sometime in June, and they'll have specific instructions on there to help you size your finger. That way you know what size of ring you need to buy. However, I just recommend going down to the nearest jeweler and having them size your finger. It should be free, and it's going to be the most accurate measurement. That way you know exactly what size Tangem Ring you're going to need. That said, if you have small fingers, but you still want to get in on this first batch of Tangem Rings, and you still want to be able to wear the ring, of course, someone actually commented on another one of my videos and said that they'd be buying the Tangem Ring even though they have extra small fingers, and they're going to buy ring reducer pads. I had never heard of these, so I looked them up on Amazon, and they're exactly what they sound like. It's just a little cushion that you put inside of the ring, which effectively reduces the size of the ring. That way you can wear larger rings. The one thing that I've seen a lot of pushback on with this ring is, why would you want to advertise that you're wearing crypto on your finger? Well, you're not going to advertise that at all because there is no branding on the exterior of this ring. It just looks like a normal ring. The only branding that you'll find is on the inside of the ring, which no one will ever see. So unless you're going around telling everyone that you have crypto on your ring, literally no one is going to know. So personally, I'm not concerned about that. And honestly, it's just common sense to not wear like fancy jewelry or clothes, especially if you're in a place where that would make you a target. Like when I go to Mexico, for example, I don't wear my real wedding ring. I wear a cheap silicone one that I got on Amazon for like $6, and that way I don't have to worry about losing it. But let's say you do lose this ring. What would happen to your crypto? Well, just like the Tangem cards, you have to set up an access code to access the wallet. So even if you were to lose your ring and someone else got their hands on it and they found out it was a crypto wallet, they would not be able to access your crypto without knowing your access code, which would pretty much make the ring useless to them. But there's more to this ring than meets the eye, and the real magic happens inside of the ring. So if if you know anything about the Tangem cards, the ring literally has all of the same elements inside of it. So it has an NFC antenna to communicate with your phone and manage your crypto using the Tangem app. And it also uses an EAL6 Plus secure element chip to secure your private key. And this is one of the most secure security chips that you can use in any cold wallet. Also, check this out. If someone were to try to scan the ring on your finger with their phone, it doesn't work like that. You have to get it right on the back of your phone and as close to the NFC antenna in your phone as possible. I found that on certain phones, this works okay. And on other phones, my other iPhone, I have to actually take off my ring and hold it to the back of my phone. So it really depends on what phone you're using, but you have to be on the exact spot to scan the ring with your phone, assuming that the ring is on your finger. The ring is capable of all the same things as the card, so you can import or generate a 12 to 24 word seed phrase. You can import a passphrase. You can use it without a seed phrase as a seedless wallet. And of course, you can do things like swap crypto directly in the Tangem app. And since the ring uses the same firmware as a card, it is closed source. However, that means it's also been audited by two different companies. First in 2018 by a Swiss company, Kadelsky Security, and then again in 2023 by Riskier, which both audits proved that there were no backdoors or vulnerabilities. It's not updatable, and it contains no hidden algorithms. Of course, since you use the same Tangem app with the ring, the app remains 100% open source and it's viewable on GitHub, and you can use the Tangem Ring with any NFC-enabled iOS or Android device, just like the cards. So yeah, it's literally the same as the Tangem cards, just in a ring form, and anytime new features come out or new networks or coin support are released, all you have to do is update the Tangem app to gain access to those features. You do not have to do any firmware updates with the ring. And that's a good segue into how the Tangem Ring works. If you've ever used the Tangem cards before, the ring works exactly the same. So setting up the ring is just as quick and easy, and it literally takes, I don't know, 3 minutes to set it up. Just download the Tangem app, scan your ring, and choose how you want to set up your wallet. And of course, it works the same for when you're transacting as well. You just hold the ring up to the back of your phone. Now, one of the most commonly asked questions that I see is, will the ring connect to my current Tangem cards? The answer is no. So if you already have, say 2 or 3 cards set up as a wallet, for example, you can't just get the ring and then connect it to that wallet. You'd have to actually factory reset those cards and then set up a completely new wallet with a new seed phrase or private key. So that way you'd have one ring and then at least one card as a backup. And that's kind of a pain because then you would have to transfer your crypto from your old wallet to your new wallet with the ring. So it's going to be easier to just set up a completely new wallet with the ring and then the 2 cards that are included when you buy the ring. Another question is, what advantage does the ring have over the card? Now, I don't think there's like one main advantage or disadvantage. I think it just comes down to personal preference and your needs and kind of your lifestyle. So if you're someone who just buys crypto and then stores it on your hardware wallet until you're ready to sell it, so maybe you're pulling out your hardware wallet like, I don't know, a few times a year, then the ring probably isn't for you because you're not going to be wearing it around. You're just going to store it in a safe or in some secure location. But if you're someone who invests in new coins pretty consistently and you're always trading, or maybe you're someone who always travels for work or for pleasure, then the ring is probably one of the best options you can have because it's super discreet. It's basically hidden in plain sight. And that way you can still secure your crypto on the go, but also have quick access to your crypto if you need to make a trade. Okay, the big question now is, when will we be able to pre-order the Tangem Ring? So the pre-order page is supposed to go live sometime in June, and then that first batch, the first 10,000 rings, will begin shipping by August 28th directly from the manufacturer. But I haven't got an exact date as for when the pre-order will be live. But if you're subscribed to this channel, then trust me, you're going to be the first to know. That way you can act fast, because I think these things are going to fly off the production line and they're going to sell out probably instantly. I don't know. That's just my guess. It seems like there's a ton of interest in these rings. So definitely you want to be ready. That said, the Tangem Ring isn't the only new product that Tangem plans to release. They have a bunch of new products and new features that are coming very soon, which I break down in this video. So make sure to check that out. I'll see you there. Peace.